Good morning. Welcome to the 13th Annual American Nurses Credentialing Center Magnet Conference. This year's conference theme is World-Class Nursing, Innovative Patient Care. Every world-class event deserves a world-class musical theme. Therefore, we open today's program with the world premiere of the official Magnet Anthem. Please welcome internationally renowned composer-performer and UNICEF Ambassador Steve Barakat and the Georgia Institute of Technology School of Music Chorus as they perform the Magnet Dream. Ladies and gentlemen, from Emory St. Joseph Hospital, the first magnet hospital in Georgia, please welcome Chief Nursing Executive for Emory Healthcare, Susan Grant, and Interim Chief Nursing Officer, Julie Swan.
Wow, that was exciting. Good morning and welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the center of Southern hospitality. Not to mention the home of the Center for Disease Control. We're proud to say that Metro Atlanta's economy is the 16th largest in the world. We have the third largest concentration of Fortune 500 companies in the nation. We have the world's busiest airport, and hopefully your flight was on time. Film and TV productions inject hundreds of millions of dollars into Atlanta's economy each year. We host the general consulates of 25 countries. We are one of the few US cities with professional resident symphonic ballet, opera, and theatrical companies, as well as numerous museums. We have hosted the Olympics and Super Bowls. And with more than 30 colleges and universities, Atlanta is a center of higher education. Our Georgia Institute of Technology is consistently ranked among the top 10 in the country. And our own Emory University operates Emory Healthcare, one of the nation's largest and finest, and the proud health system of 2 of Georgia's magnet hospitals.
Way to sneak in an Emory plug, Susan. We and our 5 fellow co-host magnet hospitals are really glad you're here today. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the true host for this week, the Executive Vice President and Chief ANCC Officer, Linda Lewis. She is completing her 2nd full year as head of the ANCC team. Many of you came to know her personally in her previous role as a director of the Magnet Recognition Program. Prior to that, she has held various nursing leadership roles, including serving as a CNO for 20 years. She is an accomplished executive with extensive experience leading people, building interdisciplinary teams, improving financial stewardship, and creating holistic work environments. If her first couple of years are any indication, she is the right person at the right time to meet and exceed the complex demands of our ever-changing healthcare environment. And you're about to see where ANCC is going next. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Linda Lewis.
Thank you guys so very much. Is this not exciting? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Susan and Julie, for your warm welcome to Atlanta. And thank you, Steve Barracat and the Georgia Tech Chorus for that rousing, uplifting start to our program. You know, an anthem is supposed to get your heart pounding. I don't know about you guys, but I was tearing up backstage, but it was fantastic. So we commissioned our own magnet anthem to kick off our celebration. And this year, more than ever, we have a lot to celebrate about. It is a pleasure to welcome you today to the ANCC's National Magnet Conference. Our theme this year is World-Class Nursing, Innovative Patient Care. We chose this theme because the world is changing, and ANCC and the Magnet Recognition Program are leading the way to ensure that every patient has access to a magnet facility, and most importantly, to providing a magnet nurse for the care and quality, as well as the safety and innovation that you all provide. You know, Dr. Margaret Chan, the director of the World Health Organization, recently said, "A person who saves a life is a hero. A person who saves hundreds of lives is obviously a nurse." We celebrate you today because all of you here in Atlanta are all our heroes. Thank you. Maya Angelou said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. You make your patients, their families, and your communities feel safe every day because you are providing them the innovative, quality nursing care. We celebrate you and congratulate all of you for your leadership, your innovation, and your inspiration. Magnet is a journey, and we want you to help us keep nursing and healthcare excellence moving forward worldwide. One of the hallmarks of great leaders is listening and learning, and then acting to make a true impact of a difference. A couple of years ago, as you know, I embarked on a domestic listening tour and learned about the opportunities and challenges our magnet organizations and our nurses are engaged in improving the health and safety and quality of care in the USA. During this past year, our president, Dr. Evans, and I visited South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Beijing, China, Taiwan, and Saudi Arabia. I will continue my listening tour this year. In November, I'll be heading to the United Kingdom, and Dr. Evans will be heading to the UAE. Here are some of the key messages I've heard here and abroad. Number one, nursing needs to have a global, united voice to partner at the decision-making tables to improve health, safety, and quality. Our united voice is critical to meeting the future global health needs and challenges, such as non-communicable diseases, emerging and continuing infectious diseases, disasters, and climate change, just to name a few. And number two, nursing is the same globally, the same issues, just different stages of evolution in our scope and empowerment of our practice. All the more reason that the Magnet Recognition Program is and will continue to be a roadmap for success, a model for enabling, sustaining, and evolving nursing and healthcare excellence worldwide. A third, Magnet organizations and nurses engaged in research endeavors to demonstrate the value of an organizational credentialing as well as your individual credentialing. We will continue to partner with the National Academy of Medicine Standing Committees, the IOM, and others to create a research agenda that focus on determining the value of your credentialing. And number four, we need your help to quantify the value of Magnet in our institutions, the business case, and the return on investment regarding nursing's innovations in practice is crucial to leverage our impact and our voice worldwide. It can't be business as usual. If there is nothing, and there is nothing, off the table that nurses can and cannot do. Help us fulfill our wildest dreams to improve global health and to make world a healthier planet. Recently, we did this wildest dream test at our strategic planning for our board and our commissioners. One of those dreams, now this is a wild one, so imagine that we are partnering with an alliance with the United Nations and all of its agencies to develop community health programs that are caregiver empowered and credentialed. Another wild dream is to credential our communities, our states, our nations that demonstrate the best healthcare outcomes. And here's another one, ANCC, and I'm going to say the Magnet organizations and the Magnet nurses are the go-to advisor for payers and consumers and for advice and recommendation for the best healthcare in their communities. And a very heartfelt thank you for being here this year. You are the world-class nurses. Let's continue to innovate, inspire, and most important, involve. Enjoy the conference, learn, listen, and act, but most of all, have a great time. Remember, the world is changing, and we want you to lead the way with us. And now, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce one of the country's foremost thought leaders in our nursing profession. He is the Dean of Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Nursing and a fellow in the American Academy of Nursing. And most important to us, he is the esteemed and admired president of the American Nurses Credentialing Center. Dr. Michael Evans. Dr. Evans has been involved in the American Nurses Association for 40 years and has served as ANCC's president for the last 4 years. And what a successful 4 years it has been. Dr. Evans, your leadership and outreach had a profound impact on the growth of the ANCC's programs, leading to recognition, accreditation, certification. As Dr. Evans completes his 2 terms as president, I can't say enough great things about what he has been like to work with as a mentor, a friend, and a colleague. Happily, Michael will remain on ANCC's board and lead the charge in the area that he has pioneered as president, international expansion. And so ANCC is not losing a colleague, we're gaining access to the world. Dr. Evans.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Linda, and good morning, everyone. I'm not going to deliver a long-winded farewell address, mostly because you're not getting rid of me that easily. But since this is my final Magnet conference as president, I've been thinking how to summarize my feelings about ANCC in just one word, and I think I've got it. And that word that I use all the time is confidence. Confidence is 200,000 certified nurses mastering a body of knowledge that they apply every single day. Confidence is a hospital knowing that it lives by the most rigorous standards in the profession. Confidence inspires the physicians and other caregivers who work there. Confidence is millions of patients and clients feeling good that their caregivers demonstrate expert skills, all of which leads to the confidence to change healthcare. And confidence is the word that we use when we're talking about the international expansion of ANCC's influence and impact. Now, may this sound contradictory as we talk about change, but I think another word that describes why ANCC is so successful is the word consistency. We've had an algorithm that we have used for years. C is for certification, A is for accreditation, R is for recognition, and education, E is for education. That's my CARE acronym to describe the products of ANCC. Yes, we've developed new products, we've developed new certifications and assessment methodologies, but we have stayed the course. We haven't let ourselves get diverted from our core purpose. The Magnet Recognition Program has been 25 years in the making. Now we are on the threshold of really creating a true ANCC world partnership. It is because we have built carefully on our past that we can say that our next goal is within our reach. And that goal takes more than one word to express. It takes 2 words to express. And those 2 words are global health. You know, as I come to the end of my second and final term as president, people ask what has been my most memorable experience as far as Magnet. Well, I've had a lot of them, but number 1 by far is being a part of the Magnet conference itself, especially last year in my own home state of Texas. Being up on the stage, well-deserved kudos. Being up on the stage each year and seeing the number of you grow has been amazing. I guess 5 conferences ago, my first one, there were about 4,000 or so people, and that was in Baltimore. Last year, we couldn't believe that we broke 8,000 in Dallas. And this year, about 9,500 of you sitting out there.
Woo!
Now that's heartwarming and something that I will never, ever forget. Now I'd like you to meet the woman that ANCC's Board of Directors has appointed to succeed me, and I'm thrilled. Many of you know her from her past work as chair of the Magnet Commission. She was so great in that position that we asked her to join the ANCC board 2 years ago. And now I could not leave you in better hands. please welcome from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, your next president, Dr. Pat Reed-Ponte.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you. Michael, I'm so honored and pleased to have been appointed to succeed you. I've learned so much from Michael working with him over the past 2 years on the board and the Magnet Commission before that. To be able to collaborate and to partner with Linda Lewis, with Drs. Pam Cipriano, Marla Weston, and the past and current members of the ANCC board and staff. It's a true professional gift. To be able to positively influence the care that people receive across the globe through the advancement of nursing practice is an extraordinary privilege. Being here with more than 9,000 nurses and nurse executives who provide that care, well, it just can't be beat. I look forward to continuing our work in the years ahead, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Pat. And may your years as president be as fulfilling as mine have been. And now it's time to meet all the members of your distinguished board of directors, including your president-designate. Their selfless contributions of time and expertise have led to our growing success and influence.
I'm Dr. Rosemary Luquire, the Chief Nurse Executive from Baylor Scott & White Health in Texas, and also the Vice President of the American Nurses Credentialing Center. Welcome to the Magnet Conference. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Hello, Atlanta. I'm Dr. Ann McNamara, and I'm currently the Academic President at Galen College of Nursing in Louisville, Kentucky. I've been a registered nurse for 40 years. Hard to believe, but I'm excited. This is the best profession anyone could ever be in.
Hello, Magnet attendees. I'm Dr. Michael Ward, Vice Dean for Student Affairs and Diversity at Goldfarb School of Nursing at Barnes-Jewish College. I've been in the healthcare profession since 1976, and I'm looking forward to meeting and talking with many of you while I'm here.
It's so nice to see so many of you here today. I am Dr. Sheila Haas. I am Dean and Professor Emerita of Loyola University Chicago Niehoff School of Nursing. I have been a nurse for over 40 years. I'm looking forward to talking with or speaking with many of you during the conference.
Hello, Atlanta. My name is Mary Graff. I am currently the president of the North Carolina Nurses Association. The highlight of my nursing career was leading my organization to Magnet. It's my privilege and honor to serve on the ANCC board. Welcome, Magnet nurses. It's great to have you all here. My name is Dr. Marla Weston. I am your ANA CEO, and I've served as your CEO for 6 years. Most of my practice has been focused on helping nurses to get control over their practice, one of the essentials of a Magnet facility.
Our thanks to all of you for your service. One more round of applause, please. And one more member of our board that I want to introduce, last but by far not least. On the ANCC board, it's my pleasure to welcome a colleague and longtime friend, Dr. Pam Cipriano. I'd like to say that Pam and I first met each other 40 years ago on the board of the National Student Nurses Association. Yes. And we've worked together ever since. Talk about the power of the Student Association to launch and develop nurse leaders. President Cipriano's extraordinary first year at the helm of ANA was marked by a number of notable accomplishments. To highlight just a few, she served as a calm and steadfast advocate for nurses and evidence-based best practices during the media frenzy during Ebola. Dr. Cipriano has been a vocal and unwavering champion of having nurses' voices be heard at every turn and on every board. And President Cipriano has earned the message that nursing issues are far and wide all over the state and national levels through myriad speeches, media appearances, op-eds, and key meetings. She's spoken on our behalf everywhere. All of this work was recently and appropriately recognized when Modern Healthcare magazine named her among the 100 most influential people in healthcare, as well as the top 25 women in healthcare. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to ANA's president, ANCC board member, and a dynamic nursing leader, president of the American Nurses Association, Dr. Pamela Cipriano.
Thinking a lot lately about the power of nurses coming together. After all, the Magnet Conference is the nation's largest gathering of registered nurses. Recently, we got to see what happens when nurses join together and speak out on a national scale. You might remember this very recently. When the host of The View mocked a monologue delivered by Miss America contestant Kelly Johnson, a registered nurse, nurses all over the nation, 9,000 and plus in here I'm sure, took to social media. You don't have to be a Twitter whiz to have heard about the powerful campaign that registered nurses launched using the hashtags Nurses Share Your Stethoscopes and This Is Not a Costume. The response has been pretty amazing. In addition to making national and international headlines, numerous companies heard our outcry and paused advertising from The View. And ever since, nurses like Kelly Johnson and others have been invited onto TV shows, including Ellen and Dr. Oz, to set the record straight. So look what happens when nurses speak with one strong voice. On behalf of ANA, thank you for speaking up to convey a more accurate image of modern nursing. Speaking up is really important, and as leaders, it's not new to you. You expect and embrace transformational leadership as an integral component of the Magnet model. That means nurses perceive their voices are heard, their input is valued, and their practice is supported. This is the future of healthcare, and a big part of the reason why your patient outcomes and nurse satisfaction are better than at non-Magnet facilities. And we know we would like all outcomes better everywhere. So ANA is working hard to increase the visibility of nurses as leaders and raise awareness of the need to involve nurses in policy development in our state houses and in the Capitol. In other words, we're ensuring nurses are at the table because you have demonstrated the incredible value of empowering nurses at Magnet facilities the world over. During this past year, ANA has made great strides to advance nurse leadership in all roles and settings, as Michael alluded to. Here's just a quick snapshot of what ANA has been doing on this front. We promoted the appointment of 46 nurses to national committees and key roles in 2014. We've asserted our voices by calling out groups where nursing is not at the table and offering solutions. ANA has joined the American Nurses Foundation and the American Academy of Nursing as a founding member of the Nurses on Boards Coalition, which is undertaking the goal of placing 10,000 nurses on healthcare-related boards by the year 2020. In addition, ANA's Leadership Institute offers online and in-person courses as well as publication for all levels of leaders. Of all this work and more has been focused on advocating for nurses to move from behind the scenes to front and center on the healthcare stage. I firmly believe that nurses need to be the force leading change from the bedside to the boardroom in partnership with all of our colleagues. We have the solutions to make healthcare better, and others need to hear them. Every chance I get, I ask healthcare leaders to be sure they are including nurses in discussions and decision making. I've been challenging healthcare leaders to try this exercise. I ask them to look around the room. I ask them to look left and to look right. And if there's not at least one registered nurse at the decision-making table, there is a serious and inexcusable gap in the conversation that they must rectify. So I encourage you to use that too. As we all know, any discussion about healthcare without the perspective of the nurse is clearly incomplete. So that's just a brief overview of what ANA has been up to since I spoke to you last year. You may know that ANA encompasses more than our membership organization and ANCC. It also includes the American Nurses Foundation and the American Academy of Nursing. We have made great, exciting progress aligning and focusing more than ever on the entire breadth and depth of each organization to speak with a united voice for nursing. Our shared vision statement, Nurses Creating a Healthy Nation, a World of Possibilities, is guiding this work. So while you're here, stop by the ANA booth where you can take our health risk appraisal and pick up a free healthy giveaway and snack. You can also get your picture taken with a superhero and add it to the photo wall. Finally, if you join ANA at Magnet, you will receive a $25 gift certificate from Amazon and be entered into the drawing for an iPad mini. You can also honor a fellow nurse with a contribution at the American Nurses Foundation booth. There you can get your passport stamped by participating exhibitors and exchange it to win prizes. You can also learn about the ANF's PTSD toolkit and a new app to help you in your practice. In closing, I ask you to take away this message. Do not allow your voice to be silenced, ever. Speak up loudly and often. No one empowers nurses better than Magnet facilities. Use your voice to help ANA and ANCC lead positive change in healthcare to improve health for all. We've seen what happens when nurses come together on behalf of the profession. Keep up the great work on social media, in your work settings, and in your communities. Thank you for all you do every day, and thank you for being here this week. Together, we're changing healthcare for the better. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Speaking of the unity of nurses, we thought you'd enjoy seeing the dignified but pointed response of just one Magnet hospital's message that went viral. Magnet organizations are proud of their talented, knowledgeable, and fun nurses. Thank you, Centra Health, for this great message.
I am the former Miss Pittsylvania County.
I'm a ballet dancer.
I win medals competing in extreme sports.
My passion is the gift of music. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da.
I'm a photographer on the weekends.
I enjoy running 5Ks and trails.
Amazing grace.
I enjoy baking and cooking.
I put the M in monogram.
I enjoy making cozy gifts for others.
On the weekends, I'm a rock star for my kids.
I bake and decorate cupcakes.
I love fishing on the weekends.
I enjoy playing the piano.
My real talent is nursing.
My real talent is taking care of mothers and babies.
My real talent is nursing.
My real talent is cardiac nursing.
My real talent is nursing.
But my real talent is being a flight nurse.
My real talent is nursing.
But my real talent is being a compassionate med-surg nurse.
My real talent is nursing.
My real passion is helping my community stay healthy.
But my real talent is nursing.
My real talent is helping to deliver healthy babies.
But my real talent is nursing.
but my real talent is helping cancer patients.
I'm the president and CEO of Centra, and I'm a registered nurse.
Well, let me just share with you. We have those talented, most fun nurses and the CEO. Centra Health, thank you, and please stand up so the organization can see you. Woo!
And now, representing the Atlanta Veterans Affairs Medical Center, please welcome Medical Center Director Leslie Wiggins and Chief Nursing Officer and Associate Director, Nursing and Patient Care Services, Sandy Leak.
Thank you. The over 4,000 staff members of the Atlanta VA Medical Center are really proud to serve nearly 100,000 veterans, our very special Americans who wore the uniforms of our great nation. Today we are especially proud to salute military nurses past and present. Military nurses are often way outside of their comfort zones. They are serving in harm's way, taking part in humanitarian relief efforts, or providing emergency care to victims of natural disasters around the world. Civilian nurses are also playing a vital role. They are supporting the military mission. They provide the skills that may not be readily available in the military, but very crucial to that military operation. To cite just a couple of examples, they coordinate community health and wellness activities. They also serve as health consultants to the military, child services, and to the public school systems.
ANCC and the Magnet program pay tribute to all nurses involved with the military, including every nurse who serves our veterans on bases, in the field, and at VA hospitals at home and abroad. They are doing their part to preserve the strength of our nation by providing compassionate care to America's defenders and their families. Will all those current and former military nurses and all those who serve currently in the VA health care system please stand up? Thank you sincerely for your service.
And now, please welcome our fellow co-hosts, the Medical Center Navicent Health in Macon, Georgia. Here are President and CEO, Dr. Nympha Saunders, and Vice President and CNO, Tracy Blaylock.
Thank you, Leslie. Wow, how compelling you look. And welcome to the Navicent team, too. We call our clinical nurses frontline leaders to show respect for the importance of their work, to honor their contribution to our patient outcomes, and to integrate them into the organizational mission, vision, and values. And so, we're here to pay tribute to all of Magnet's clinical nurses who serve on the front lines of patient care. Your strength and your dedication are awe-inspiring. So, with all the clinical nurses in the audience today, please stand to be recognized. You are all awesome. Thank you for all that you do. Tracy, it's all yours.
Thank you, Nympha.
This morning, you have already heard Linda Lewis mention ANCC's plans for global expansion. In fact, that international outreach is already underway. ANCC is proud that more than 150 colleagues from 21 nations are attending the conference this year. They are on the leading edge of Magnet's worldwide growth. To our friends from around the world, we say thanks for traveling so far. We're so glad that you are here. Let's hear it for all of our international attendees. Will you all please stand up? We welcome all of you to the Global Magnet community.
And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our colleagues from University Hospital in Augusta, the Executive Vice President of University Healthcare System, and President of University Hospital, my dear friend Marilyn Bocott, and the Vice President of Patient Care Services and Chief Nursing Officer, Linda Watts.
Thank you, Nympha. We all remember what it was like to attend a Magnet conference for the first time. It was thrilling, but it was pretty overwhelming, especially this year with a record-breaking attendance. So if you've been here before, please do everything you can to make our newcomers comfortable. Who exactly are our newbies? Well, let's take a look. Would all first-time Magnet attendees please stand up? Let's hear it for them. Great. Now would everyone else please take a moment to meet and greet our newest colleagues. Get up, turn around, say, hey y'all. Give them a Southern hug. No matter where you're from, spread some of our famous Southern hospitality all over this room. It's so important that we greet and love each other. And now, let me turn things over to hospitality personified, Linda Watts.
Thank you, Marilyn. You know, even though this conference gets bigger every year, somehow it is still a smooth run forum for sharing best practices and celebrating success and excellence. To make that happen, it requires an increasingly massive effort behind the scenes. We and our fellow co-hosts are proud to provide the devoted volunteers who are putting in over 2,000 hours this week alone. Because of them, the Magnet Conference operation will be run as smooth as the fuzz on a Georgia peach. You will recognize our co-host volunteers by their bright blue shirts. You won't be able to miss them. When you see them over the next couple days, be sure to thank them. Thank you.
You know, this Magnet Conference could never have grown so big without the generosity of a very special group of people. They are more than sponsors, they are colleagues in the continued expansion of ANCC. Their partnership has helped make the Magnet Conference the success that it is today. Please hold your applause as we thank each of them. Our platinum sponsors, which is the Stryker, which is supporting the educational initiatives, and Walden University, which is supporting our fantastic welcoming party this evening.
Our gold sponsor, Capella University, which is supporting the Magnet Lounge. Don't miss it, by the way.
Our silver sponsors who are supporting the Magnet Nurse of the Year Awards, API Healthcare, Kindred Healthcare, and Mulnicky Healthcare.
Our bronze sponsors who support the Magnet Conference speakers and Live Learning Center website, Baylor Scott and White Health, Chamberlain College of Nursing, and Cypher Health. And for those continuing support of the prestigious Magnet Prize, Cerner. All of these generous-spirited sponsors are represented here today. Now, please join us in thanking them with your generous applause.
We are also grateful for the 276 exhibitors occupying 44,700 square feet of space, whose partnership with nurses spurs innovation and promotes quality outcomes. I urge everyone to visit the exhibit hall and introduce yourselves to these partners in practice. At ANCC, we take the principles of Magnet literally, especially being involved with the community. We have a commitment to leave a bit of Magnet in every region that we visit. This year, based on the recommendations of our co-host hospitals, ANCC has chosen to support a very worthwhile Georgia organization that works tirelessly to provide care and to comfort for vulnerable populations. We hope that after hearing about the amazing work this group is doing, you will choose to join ANCC in supporting them as well. And now to tell you a heartwarming story about the philanthropy that Magnet is saluting this year, representing Emory University Hospital, please welcome Chief Executive Officer Bryce Gartland and Chief Nursing Officer Nancy Feistreiser.
Thank you, Dr. Evans. For more than 20 years, Camp Twin Lakes has provided life-changing camp experiences to thousands of Georgia's children with serious illnesses, disabilities, and other life challenges. Camp Twin Lakes provides week-long summer camps and year-round weekend retreats at 3 fully accessible and medically supportive campsites, day camps, and through hospital-based Camp-to-Go programs. Camp Twin Lakes collaborates with nearly 60 different nonprofit organizations, each serving a different population, to create customized programs that teach campers to overcome obstacles and grow in their confidence and capabilities. Each year, Camp Twin Lakes serves nearly 10,000 campers, leveraging support from over 3,500 volunteers, and subsidizes 80% of direct camp cost, about $800 a clip, for every camper served. And here is what that activism looks like.
You know, as you walk around camp, it looks like any camp would. You know, it's you don't see, you know, the illness first thing. You see kids having fun, which is what it's all about.
We always seek out the finest medical staff in the particular specialty of the camp that's here. We're able to allow them to maintain their normal lifestyle and function just like a regular normal kid as they would at home, or even more so than they would at home, because they're trying out a lot of new different things here.
Pretty much any activity that you would do inside or outside is at camp, and it's adapted to whatever you need.
Of course, we're working with kids who primarily are patients. You know, that's how they're defined in the rest of their life, is they're a patient. But at camp, they learn that there is a community for them.
Just knowing that I could get away from my normal life and be surrounded for a weekend with a bunch of other kids that have gone through what I've gone through.
I met my best friend at camp back when I was 9 years old. The feeling was amazing, just to know that I could tell somebody, hey, I got sickle cell SS, and they say, oh, I have the same thing.
Camp was always a safe place for me. That's what I tell people a lot of times. I knew that no matter what happened throughout the year, I could always come to camp and like everything would be okay.
Prior to Camp Twin Lakes opening in 1993, special needs groups in Georgia lacked adequate facilities to hold their camp programs. Today, Camp Twin Lakes partners with these organizations to provide high-quality, fully accessible recreational activities in a medically supportive environment. Camp programs are customized for each group of campers. Since its opening, Camp Twin Lakes has welcomed more than 100,000 children and volunteers. Camp Twin Lakes is represented here this morning by their development manager, Megan Hauser. Let's give her and all her hardworking colleagues a round of applause. And here's how you can support Camp Twin Lakes. Today through Friday, you can make donations online by going to camptwinlakes.org. Go to the donation page and type Magnet in the comments field. You can also find a link under the Community Giving tab in the conference mobile app. Your donation is purely voluntary, of course, but we can't think of a more deserving way to leave a bit of your heart in Georgia. Thank you.